Well, he has been a fixture in Utah living rooms for decades, one of the most watched anchormen in the history of local TV news. But if you ask Dick Nourse, he would gladly give it all back if it would only help his son Dane in his battle with a rare and debilitating disease.
Yeah, it's a disease that's not only robbed him of his ability to walk, but continues to confound doctors working to give him a fighting chance. You know the public persona of Dick Nourse. Tonight, he shares a private story about his family's struggle to help his 16-year-old son, Dane.
And I'm Dick Nourse.
Dick Nourse is one of the best-known anchors in the history of Utah television, with a career that spanned more than 40 years. During that time, Dick has seen and done it all, but behind his public persona lies a deeply personal struggle. A struggle you probably never knew about.
Early on, yeah, you're shocked, you're traumatized by it.
Just to hear that your child has a disease is heartbreaking.
I really understand it a lot more now that I'm older.
Dane Nourse came into the world in 1996, a bright, beautiful, bouncing baby boy, the youngest of 5 and the apple of his family's eye. But at the age of 4, Dane fractured his arm in a minor playground accident. 1 year later, he broke a leg while playing basketball. Both accidents seemingly took forever to heal. That's when a full-body X-ray revealed a terrible secret.
He has a disease called osteogenesis imperfecta. His is more rare than anyone they've seen here.
Osteogenesis imperfecta, or brittle bone disease, is a rare disorder that has lifelong implications. It has many forms, some of which can be deadly, and Dane's condition has taken a turn for the worse. His bone mass is disappearing, and local physicians are out of answers. So the Nourse family is heading to Quebec, Canada, where researchers at Shriners Hospital in Montreal are fighting the disease on a molecular level. And the results have been encouraging.
If you want to not only treat someone, but cure someone, you have to go into the nitty-gritty of the mechanisms that are at the basis of the disease. I put a protocol together and start treating a few very severe cases, and the results were extremely rapid and impressive. Bone pain disappeared, they were breaking less, the bone mass was increasing.
Playing a video game, are you?
Dane may be trapped in a brittle body, but the East High student loves video games, girls, action flicks, just like any other normal teen. He even met Jackie Chan in Hong Kong thanks to Utah's Make-A-Wish Foundation. Dick says the 15-hour flight was worth every second. But like many parents with disabled children, they ask themselves this question: could we have done anything differently when Dane was younger?
Look back and we think, well, he was walking then. Why couldn't we have kept him going? What did we miss out on? What did we do wrong? And that's the hard part, is that you wonder if you could have, if there's something that we could have done to keep him walking or to keep his bones thicker.
I don't know how much longer I can live. I don't know how much bigger he'll get than he is now, and I just kind of prepare myself and take each day at a time. You know, I worry. My biggest fear is I won't be there when he really needs me. You know, I'm 72 and he's 16.
But Dane never looks back, only forwards. A young teenager wise beyond his years.
I just always think into the future. I don't look at the past or the present. I look at the future. And what it may hold, what it may not hold.
And as far as his illness goes,
I don't really question as much as I used to. Because, you know, it's God's decision. And it's just, you know, and I got used to it. He decided that, you know, I was strong enough and brave enough to handle this, and I'm glad to accept it.
Well, Dick and Deb and Dane have joined us here tonight to follow up on the story. Debbie, let me start with you. You've been referred to this hospital in Montreal, the Shriners Hospital. What are you hoping to get out of this trip?
Well, we, through the Osteogenesis Imperfecta Foundation, found out that there is currently some trials going on that reverse the body's natural, a certain chemical in your body that stops your bones from growing when you're 18 or 21, whichever. Dr. Glorio has found something that does that, and it's been successful in Europe, and he's now starting some trials in the United States, but they have to be 18 and they have to be 60 or 80 pounds, and he's smaller than that and younger than that, and we're hoping he'll let us
Be a part of that
be a part of it.
That'd be great.
And Dane, you're taking a really proactive role in fighting this disease for yourself and for other people. Tell us a little bit about this foundation you're trying to get up and going.
Yeah, what's the name of that foundation?
Osteogenesis imperfecta.
Yours on Facebook.
Nourse.
I don't remember.
How can people find out more about the foundation?
The main across the United States organization is called Osteogenesis Imperfecta Foundation, or under www.oif.org. The one that we have going, that obviously he's not spending as much time as I thought he was watching, but it's called Dane Nourse's Unbreakable Foundation.
Right. And you're trying to get that up and going now.
We just want him to be associating with more children.
You know, we hope to find more kids that fit into this category. You need some friends, and it's nice to have friends
To
you
network
can
a
share
little bit.
with. Yeah, and let me just say too, the wonderful work and how fortunate we are in Salt Lake to have a Shriners Hospital and a primary children's hospital. He's been a patient at both, 3 surgeries, and we're fortunate to have this. They just got to the point where they didn't know what else to do.
Right. Before we let you go, this is very expensive. Some of the treatments when he is in the hospital are upwards of $100,000 and more. We do want to let people know that we put a link on our website, KUTV.com. It'll take them right to your website at Salt TV, and we do have a bank account set up at Chase Bank, so if anybody wants to make a donation to help in this fight, they're more than welcome to do it.
And we're more than happy to share that money with anyone else, or give it to Shriners.
Absolutely.
You know, that's
Absolutely.
just, these guys are wonderful.
We would give back if we could.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Dane, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate your story. Dick, Deb, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's
So fun to see you on TV
That's
again.
right.
So fun.
It's kind of fun to be here again. Thanks.
All right, guys, thank you so much. And we're going to toss it over to Sterling, who's got our first look at weather tonight. Sterling?